This is a movie about a comedian named Joe who wants to get a sitcom made with DreamWorks. And it's a DreamWorks movie that's backstory includes Steven Spielberg wanting to make a movie about the comedian. You know, I feel like this could work. Okay. Honestly, no, apparently, because apparently people really, really hate this movie. Okay. Hi, everyone. It's me. I'm sorry. Zach Pope, you're a great critic and a good dude, but I can't agree with you on this one, brother. Hi, everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Hello. Welcome to Raised on Popcorn with Grant. Oh, that was a long, cold open. My apologies. Welcome to Raised on Popcorn with Grant. We are here to talk about a movie. This is the last review of the day, I promise. And we'll have 2 more tomorrow and 1 more on Sunday, at least. So, like I said, it's going to be a packed weekend. And also, thank you for the immediate uptick on my Ninja Turtle review and for the cool comments. And also, I know I didn't like the movie as much as you guys. I'm really glad you liked it. All right. That's not what we're talking about today. We are talking about another movie, movies and TVs that we do here, and that movie is Easter Sunday, which is coming out in August for some reason. That's kind of weird. Easter Sunday is produced by Steven Spielberg and Joe Coy. It's directed by I never can pronounce this guy's name right. I've heard it said before, and I can never pronounce it. Jay Chadisakar? Is that how you pronounce it? I apologize. Who's also in the film. But I do know the guy's work. He is a member of the Broken Lizard comedy troupe and directed one of my favorite comedies ever, Super Troopers, and one of my favorite comedy sequels ever, Super Troopers 2. That's right. Come at me, haters. Movie's funny. And he directs this film, which is loosely based on the actual life and family of Joe Coy. So Joe Coy plays a comedian named Joe Valencia, and this is like his major movie debut, which is kind of impressive. He grew up in a very religious Filipino, I believe, Catholic family. It seems to be Catholic, just from my knowledge of it. He has a son that doesn't feel like he sees enough of him, an ex-wife who is flaunting her douche canoe boyfriend in his face, a pilot that he's supposed to be reading for, where one of the negotiations is that he has to do a stereotypical voice, which, understandably, he's not cool with, because it's incredibly insensitive and just kind of blindly racist toward him, and stereotyping him in that way. And then on top of that, his mother, the well-meaning but a little bit high-strung mother, wants him to come down for the traditional family Easter Sunday dinner. He agrees, and when family gets together, shenanigans ensue. Among them, a kooky cousin named Eugene, played by Eugene Cordero, who has worked with Broken Lizard on The Terrific Tacoma FD. If you've not seen that show, it's hilarious. It's on HBO Max. Or it might be. They might have removed it. That's a shit show. You could do a whole video on it. He has some stolen goods for a taco truck that became a hype van, as he calls it. A hype van. But now there's a gangster named Davi, or Dev, rather, not Davi. Dev, played by, I can't think of this guy's name, he's a really funny comedian. And he needs that money back. Could their chances rest on a pair of gloves worn by the great Manny Pacquiao? And can all of this be settled in time? And along with that, the feuding mom, who has a feud that no one knows why, with the always terrific Tia Carrera as Tita Teresa. Can the family problems be solved, and can they save their own asses from these gangsters, all in time for a good Easter Sunday dinner? And will family get back together again? Let's find out. Sorry, that was kind of long-winded and weird. There's a lot to this movie. Now, first off, I need to say something about this movie that is bad. Just right off the bat, before I give this movie some more praise than I think it's being fairly given. This movie kind of looks like shit. I'm not going to lie. This movie shot like a really, really overlit CBS sitcom. It really is. You're one studio. If there was a studio audience, you know what this looks like? It looks like the scenes from Kevin Can Fuck Himself before they show like the dramatic scenes, like when they're doing the Kevin parts. That's kind of what this reminds me of. And there are scenes also where this was, and through no fault of their own, I'm sure, but this clearly was shot during COVID because there's a lot of green screen clearly green screen shots where people are just outside having a conversation outside of a school, and it looks really, really shoddy. Other than that, however, but judging by comedies, and if they make you laugh, I liked Easter Sunday. And apparently I'm not supposed to. Critics have kind of bashed this movie. It's gotten, like, the last time I checked something like a 30% on Rotten Tomatoes. I wasn't, like, bowling over with laughter. Like, it wasn't even, like, the funniest movie I've seen this year. But, like, damn, guys, this movie's not that bad. This is kind of one of those cases where I'm like, I know that this is petty and stupid, but it's like, people who actually gave Easter Sunday, like, a 1 and a 0, it's like, go rent Family Camp and then tell me how bad this actually is. Like, this year have seen worse comedies, less funny comedies. Dude, and think about it on, like, okay, Mark Kermode, for those who don't know, English film critic Mark Kermode has this really great skill where he says that, bare minimum 5, the key to a movie that can be deemed as at least moderately funny, you have to laugh at least 6 times in over the 2-hour course. 6 times, that's left. In about 2 scenes of this movie, I laughed 6 times in those 2 scenes alone. I got 12 laughs out of those 2 scenes. And then in between, I laughed a lot. There was a lot of good jokes. Tiffany Haddish is in it for what's basically an extended cameo as a former kind of girlfriend of Joe's, and she's very funny, who's now a cop. Very funny. There's a cameo in this that I won't dare spoil of a terrific character actor that is really funny. And it's kind of surprisingly a major plot point. It's kind of great. Jimmy O Yang is in it. He's always funny. He's funny in that scene. He's in who he is. Tia Carrere is quite funny. The actress who plays the mom is great. And then the other scene where I got 6 big laughs is a sermon that is eventually the mic is handed to Joe Coy, who basically just essentially stand up for about 5 minutes. And it's really funny about like how he knows that God is Filipino because he essentially, the resurrection of Jesus was essentially him nagging him to come to Easter Sunday dinner. Very, very funny. And, you know, and that stuff really, really works. But I do have to say this, for those, you kind of have to get through the first 20 minutes of Easter Sunday. The first 20 minutes are kind of deadly. I have to be real. Once they get to the mother's house, the rest of the movie is kind of smoother, but that first 20 minutes, and the movie's not that long, the movie's like an hour and a half. The first 20 minutes, it's that kind of cliched thing of like the son is always kind of like, oh God, Dad, why you gotta actually work and make money? That's just dumb. And then like the stuff with the new stepfather is just really cringe and not funny. And then once he gets to actually there, also there's a running joke that I thought was going to get kind of stupid with the director, his character in the movie, the Broken Lizard guy. And then the payoff actually was funny, so I kind of forgave that about him faking going in a tunnel whenever he doesn't want to talk about something unpleasant with Joe Coy's character. Payoff of that was funny enough that I kind of gave that a pass. But that first 20 minutes kind of sucks. From there, though, it hits its stride and it's pretty consistently funny for the rest of the movie. Also, I'm going to score this and then I'm going to give like one minor spoiler warning, I guess. Because there's one thing that I actually was going to be a flaw for this movie that was actually the movie fixed. So I'm not going to give it as a flaw. So I'll just give you a score. I'm not going to go all the way, but I'm going to go pretty far. And I'm not even going to go 2 blocks. You know what? This is a matinee. I'm going to give Easter Sunday 3.5 out of 5 stars. Let's meet a little bit in the middle. But it's not bad. It's really not bad. It's actually pretty funny. And honestly, if maybe not in theaters, but if I was flipping through channels and landed on FXM, 18 months from now, and, ooh, Easter Sunday, what was that one again? Oh, and watch a little bit, I'd probably watch some of it again. I enjoyed this movie. I don't get why people are like, this movie is the death of comedy and it's not funny. It's like, it's funny. I kind of like this one. I don't know. Didn't love it, but I liked it. Joe Coy's a funny guy. His family is funny. Also, the other thing is, it comes from a place of love, too. That's kind of what I like about it, too. It's kind of a sweet movie. It has that Spielberg touch. And also, despite some of the scenes in the trailer, like the mention about the guy getting shot in the dick, that's kind of the only really kind of pushing it scene. This movie's actually pretty family-friendly for the most part. This is fine. This is a fun flick. Alright. Yeah, it's a good, solid family sitcom-y comedy. I enjoyed it. Alright. that being said, before we get to trailer trash, let's do a spoiler warning. So, this is only going to take about a minute. So just spoiler warning for the next minute. Jump to, I guess... Just jump to when you hear me talk about trailer trash. You'll be on the up and up. So, I mentioned how one of the big hurdles that the character has to go through is that his son is getting on him about working too much. Anybody who knows this and saw my review of Family Camp, which was awful, way worse than this, knows that I hate that cliche. I think it's tired, I think it's dumb, it's used too often as kind of a cheap template formula way to have the lead character learn a lesson at the end of a movie, a family comedy, and I'm sick of it. I just think it's a dumb trope that Disney ran into the ground even when I was a kid, and I think it's a stupid thing that needs to just die and just not be in movies anymore. However, in every movie I've seen with that in it, just about, it's always on the side of the kid who's bitching at the dad. So in this movie, there's a character in the movie who's like a love interest of the son character, who's played by the actress from Yellow Rose, which is phenomenal. If you haven't seen Yellow Rose, that's a great movie. And Diane Paragas, I've spoken to her before, the director, wonderful, wonderful, terrific lady. Really amazing filmmaker. Go check that one out. It's available to rent. Anyway, she talks about, there's a moment at like the dinner table where the dad he's getting like a last minute thing from his agent, like, hey, you gotta come down here and we're gonna try to make this pilot work. And he's like, oh, dude, you're so full of shit. And then he walks off. And the girlfriend, like, follows behind him. And the next scene is he's running, just, like, pounding the whole movie. And she's like, dude, you gotta give your dad a break. He's doing the best he can. I'm like, yes! Finally! Finally! Sense! Thank you, actress from Yellow Rose, whose name escapes me at the moment. Thank you for finally, that cliche I hate is finally being acknowledged. So that's why I give that a pass a little bit, because it's like, at least they're calling the kid out on it for once. Thank you. Ooh. That kid was also a little bit one note. I mean, I'm sure the actor's a fine actor, but the character was really underwritten. Anyway, point is, solid movie. Alright. Now, let's wrap this up, because I'm running over time. So, a lot of dilly-dallying in this one. Sorry about that. It's freeform, you see. It's like, this is what you come to subscribe to. I'm just a guy who likes to shoot the shit about movies. What can I tell you? Okay. Avatar: The Way of Water. Damn it, I'm so sick of this trailer. We're moving on. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever looks really good. Can't wait. Fall. Again, when you sell your movie on from the producer 47 meters down, that might as well be like, no. But I'm gonna see it. I actually already got my ticket for it. It looks really stupid, though, and I love Virginia Gardner. I really do. I hope it's at least better than it looks. Smile. This thing looks so dumb. I've seen this trailer a billion times, too. Shazam! Fury of the Gods looks good. The Invitation looks fun. Bros with Billy Eichner. This movie looks hilarious. I can't wait for it. Ticket to Paradise looks cute. And was there shawarma? Yes. There was a final scene, or a couple of final little funny scenes in the credits, and then the credits come back for a second, and there's like a blooper with Tiffany Haddish. And nothing after. Alright. I will say, though, the song that plays during the credits, like a hip, like an old-fashioned hip-hop song, really, really bad. It's kind of like fingernails on a blackboard. Bad song at the end. Alright. That being said. Alright, I gotta go. So, we will have more reviews coming this weekend, plenty more, and I gotta go. So, that'll be next time, and until next time, I'm Grant the Movie and TV Guy. I see it all. I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Like, subscribe, Facebook, Letterboxd, Spotify and Anchor do all that stuff. What did you think of Easter Sunday? You like it? You hate it? Think my opinion's good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below, let me know. Till we meet again, we're always on Popcorn, Big Mouth Extra Butter. Love you all, appreciate you all. Love you all, Classicness, love you 3000, all that jazz. See ya. Sorry, I have to rush through this, I'm sorry. But I do, sincerely, thank you all for your support. Love you guys.